Going to do the presentation tonight of his exploits in the Alps. I think it was early September, wasn't it?
No, it was last July.
Last
year.
year.
First week in July.
So, I hand over to Tim.
Cheers, thank you. Brilliant turnout. Thank you all so much for coming. It's great to see some familiar faces and some new faces. So yeah, we're talking about basically a trip I did first week in July last year. Let's hope the technology works. Yay! So a little bit about me. I started flying way back when, 1990. That was my first glider, Harley Contrail. Quite advanced glider actually in the scheme of things. Only had A risers and B risers. So two-liner, split into sort of cascade into four lines at the top of each line. It had buttons on the leading edge. Still only had a glide angle of 5 to 1 though. But yeah, I flew that for about 4 years. Did my first 50k 10 years later. Then at first 100k, ashamed to say, it took me another 11 years, mainly because I wasn't really trying that hard. I wasn't really going to sites where I could actually do 100k, which helps. But then, yeah, 220k in 2015. And I've been an advance in the XC serial team for a few years now, 5 years, and last year I'm in the ambassador team. They obviously reckoned my XC flying was going downhill a bit, so they just like the videos. And I've also been the importer of XC Tracer varios for a couple of years now. But enough of the sales talk. Oh yeah, that's the glider I did this trip on. It's Omega XL2, which a few got into the club. Is Ben here? Ben Holt?
We couldn't make it.
He's got kids tonight. So he's got one. Right.
What is it, Tim?
It's an Omega XL2. D-wing, yes, right, yeah. They're pretty well behaved, D-wing.
I think it only scores D on 1 point, C on everything else. I think it's deep spiral recovery perhaps.
Can't remember, yeah. So this was the master plan for July. I was able to sort of effectively take a month off away, out of the office. So the first week the plan was to vol Biv up to the Annecy sort of area, and then my wife Lisa was driving down from England in the camper van. We were going to have a couple of weeks driving through Switzerland and then the Italian lakes, and end up at Feltre in Italy for the British all-comers competition in the last week in July. Yeah, so I've just gone straight through those bullet points. Yeah, and so the middle 2 weeks, I mean, I didn't actually have a whole month of work. The middle 2 weeks, I was in theory working at the laptop. My job involves databases and boring shit like that. So I was able to, I can do that from anywhere basically, which is quite nice. And I even managed to get away with actually letting my clients know I was away. A couple of them might have guessed when they do, when you call a phone and it's in Europe, you get a different ringtone. So they might have tweaked, but I don't know. Yes, anyhow, Feltre, and then quite a long drive home. So over the course of that month, or actually this is only showing 3 weeks, so there's Nice. Flew all around there, back there, and there, flew sort of there. This was from Marlens up to Sion, and this was from Fiche to sort of near Kerr, I think it's called. That's Grindelwald, and that's Locarno in Switzerland, my sort of triangle there. And then Feltre is off the side here, and obviously lots of flying there. But this talk is about the vol Biv. So here we go. So yeah, 1st of July. Calder Blaine, which is about an hour's drive, or actually maybe a bit less than that, north of Nice. So my mate Marcus King, some of you might know the name, he's the, I'm not sure he's editor, but he's a photographer for Cross Country Mag. I think he writes loads of articles as well, actually.
Was that vaguely St Andre area?
This is just south of St Andre, about sort of 30 or 40 k south. So yeah, he met me at the airport, and we drove up to Calder Blaine, and Bruce Goldsmith was there, and who else was there? Marcus's wife Charlotte was there. Anyway, yeah, and I said what could go wrong. Actually, the first thing that did go wrong, I ended up leaving my phone in Marcus's car. I had to run back down there again to get my phone. And then because this is the first time I'd got all the Volbiv gear all sort of together, it was all, I didn't pack it very well. You know, I hadn't worked out how to all pack it when I was flying, so I ended up with way too much in a sort of front backpack. And actually talking about the kit, I've got it all here, and we can open it up and sort of show you at half time or whatever. So you had a massive big sort of pouch with all my cooking gear and solar panel, so it was a bit uncomfortable to start with. But yeah, so airborne just after 1 o'clock, having left home at about 3:30. And it was just a fantastic flight. It started off, it was quite difficult, it took me a while to get up high. And that's Bruce on his Diva, I think, which is his comp wing. So yeah, Marcus and Bruce flew with me, you know, a little bit, some of the way, and then they turned around and sort of did their own thing in the local area. And yeah, it's fantastic. The plan was to meet up with my mate Nigel Cooper. He lives in St Andre, and he had taken off roughly the same time and was flying north. And the plan was we'd meet up sort of somewhere on the Dormiers and then carry on together. So he had the week off too. Well, actually, it turned out he only had 4 days off. So feathered company at times as you get down there. This is so we're heading north. This is the Cheval, no, not the Cheval Blanc, the Côte Longue. Cheval Blanc is around here. So we're just slightly north of, well, I'm just slightly north of St Andre at this point, and heading up basically this sort of ridge. That's the Dormiers, running up to Saint Vincent les Forts and Saint Jean Fort. Who knows the area around there? Saint Jean Montclair, that's it, yeah. Well done, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, Grant. Sure. So everyone else is in sort of new territory, is it? It's such a fantastic sort of place to go. Flying is spectacular. That's the Tête de l'Estrade, which is the sort of highest peak around there. I can't remember how high it is, offhand, sort of 3,000 or something. Yeah, so on all this, so after I left Bruce and Marcus, it was just on my own. I'd flown this route a few times before, so I felt quite happy doing it. And then this is now, this is the Morgon, well done, yeah. And I've caught up with Nigel pretty much at this point. He's just somewhere, he must be in the picture somewhere. He wasn't far ahead. And it's just such a spectacular soaring spot, really. I've come up from the left here, and that's Saint Vincent les Forts down there. And you cross over here. This is, the lake is called Lac de Serre-Ponson. Beautiful, beautiful lake, and there's campsites sort of down here, all around the coast, the shore here. And we were heading up this way, and we've got the Ecrins Mountains all up here. So there's Nigel. He was on a Mentor 4, and so we crossed over. There's the Morgon there. So we crossed over here. You get a really strong west valley wind here, and so we did actually. It took a while to climb up this slope here.
That's on Guillaume, isn't it?
Say again?
Guillaume?
I don't know what the hill's actually called of the mountain. Yeah.
Really good.
But pretty soon we got nice and high, and the plan was to fly to to get somewhere in the vicinity of a ski resort called Orsiers, which is sort of over, over towards that way. Not terribly far over here. I mean, we've done about, to get to this point, we've probably done about, from St Andre it's probably about 60k, from Col de Blaine getting on for 100k probably. So we're sort of pushing west. And it's fantastic. You've got all sorts of flying. You've got, you're up high at base. Next minute you're down, surfing up a hill like this. It's just spectacular. So yeah, then we wanted to get over this col, and that's me. Nigel took this picture, and we thought, well, if you don't make it, then we can land here, and then we can either sort of walk up and then take off the other side, or we decide to just camp here for the night and then take off the next morning, because this will be southeasterly facing, so we're working quite early. That was my view. It was pretty much the same point that Nigel took that previous picture, so we weren't quite sure we could get across. And Nigel made it across too quite easily as well, so actually, it was fine. And then we just cruised along here and then pinged out, and this is about, if we took off at just after 1, this must be getting on for 7 o'clock, and we were right back up at 3,000 metres. It was just such a wonderful feeling. So that's where we were aiming for. That's Orsiers there. I'm just getting a million telegram notifications. Which was clearly an easy glide away from this point. Yeah, there you go, you can see it. And we landed up here. So Nigel, let's say, he lives down in St Andre, and he'd sort of sussed out a good a few areas where he thought would be good. So yeah.
Is that actually in the park area or just outside?
When you say the park area,
Well,
the ski area?
No, the airspace area.
Oh well,
Or
yes.
do you consider you're allowed to fly in anything? You fly within the Ekran National Park?
It depends on the time of year. Up until, I think from the 1st of July, it's pretty much all open, except for a little bit, until, I'm not sure, November time or something.
Why do they close it?
Because of wildlife, birds, I think, primarily.
There's basically a lump of airspace on a lot all the way over it. That's up to 1,000 feet, is it?
Yeah, but I mean, it's not all year round.
Well, it's not very well. It's not.
But you look at any French sort of, all the national parks have this sort of 1,000-foot type limit. But no, this was outside it, but at this point. And I should say the plan was to sort of fly up, as I said, actually I did say it, up towards Annecy sort of area. That was the original plan. And from here, well, the beauty about this, our plans were flexible. As you'll see a bit. So this is my flight from Col de Blaine. You jump. It's a pretty easy flight up to St Andre. You jump one ridge, get onto this mountain here, which I can't remember what it's called. Hop, skip, sort of just there's St Andre down there. Just follow this ridge, and there you've got that's the coupe. Anyone who's been there will recognise that. That's the Cheval Blanc. That's the Cote Longue. And then that's the Tête de Strop. That's the Dormeuse. Cross onto the Morgon. Cross there near Embrun. And we ended up there. So yeah, almost 6 hours. 124k. So it was not a bad first day. And looking quite pleased with myself. And we were melting snow there, so get a bit of water. Not the most efficient way of doing it. We both had the similar sort of really cheap little tents off AliExpress, I think. We got them from like 60 quid. And they were fine, really good. And just beautiful view, sunset. So yeah, all was good. So next day we took off from, well, actually a few pictures before we take off. I mean, it's just this time of year, you get wildflowers everywhere. It's beautiful. I did have to do a little bit of work that morning. I had an iPad with me, connected to my phone, and then had to log on to the work server. But the great thing about paragliding isn't really get going until midday, so you've got a bit of time in the morning to just chill. So this is where we took off from. This is looking vaguely sort of southwest, I suppose. We took off on a southeasterly, southerly slope. And there's Nigel, yeah, but took off a few seconds before me. And it took a bit of a while before we got high enough to start really sort of soaking in these views. So we're up now. These are all the Eckering Mountains here in the Eckering National Park. And it's just really wild, barren sort of scenery, as you can see. Spectacular. You know, you find yourself flying against these huge cliffs, and it's yeah, it can be quite daunting, really. Then you get shot up, you know, 4 or 5 meters per second thermal. Next thing, you know, the wave beneath you. It's just fantastic. So you can see what the sort of scenery is like there. I think the highest point in the Eckerons is, somebody will correct me, but I think it's the Barber Eckering is over 4,000 meters, so they're big mountains. Spot Nigel. So yeah, it's just crossing a valley. And we were up at sort of well over 3,000 meters at this time. Yeah, a lot of break on in that picture. It's quite, you know, you've got to be tuned into your active flying, really. It can be quite sporty. None of us had any, or neither of us had any. I don't think we had any collapses or anything. It wasn't nothing. Yeah, it was fine. So this day we had planned to. We had actually. Nigel had broken to me that he didn't have all week, and he only had till Wednesday. We're on Monday now, so we had decided probably. And also, given the forecast in the Northern Alps wasn't as good as it was where we were, we sort of thought we'd try and do a sort of basically one leg of a triangle that the French you know, XC sort of aces do out there. And they basically do this sort of 300k triangle, and we thought, oh, okay, we'll head to the first turn point of that triangle, and then sort of try and head east a bit and do that. But as we were sort of flying in a sort of northwesterly direction, we could see behind us there were some quite big clouds. We thought, okay, we'll just press on. We can go wherever we want. So the sort of landscape changed a bit briefly into these sort of rolling hills, which was rather lovely. And again, yeah, close up against the cliffs. Next minute, you're super high again. So we were just following this on this. We ended up following this line of clouds for obvious reasons. Crossed over that col. We got Grenoble down here somewhere, just pretty close. So we're up by Grenoble at this point. And yeah, once we crossed the col there, we thought, well, this looks like a pretty nice place to stop. And we still had, there was plenty more hours in the day. This was only about a 2 or 3 hour flight actually, ended up about 60k. But you know, you don't want to turn down opportunities of camping in a beautiful place like this. Plus I had a P-tube failure, so I was quite keen to get down, get changed, have a swim. So yeah, we decided to land here. Actually, the other thing was there was quite a lot of overdevelopment to the north, so it made sense to sort of to land here. So there's Norwich, and yeah, so that was this flight. Took off from Orsières. Yeah, that's the turn point there, the sort of northwest turn point, and then they sort of fly back across here to sort of Col d'Izard, or one of the cols over, you know, basically 100k to the east. Yeah, Grenoble is there. So yeah, 61k, couple of 3 hours, pretty nice flight. Even lovelier place to the camp. Spot the trousers drying out after I've washed them.
What was the temperature like? Obviously you're a t-shirt there, but at night, is it cold?
It was chilly, but fine, yeah. Neither of us bothered with sleeping bags, we just slept under the gliders. And we were totally fine. This was about, I suppose we were about 1,800 metres high. The previous night we were up at about over 2,000, 2,300, 2,400, something like that. So it wasn't too bad. And this was just such a lovely place to start. It was beautiful. And the water was really nice and warm. I think it's not just melt water, it's, it's permanent, it stays there all year round. So yeah, day 3. So the place where we landed was called the Massif du Telifer, I suppose you pronounce it. And so we decided to sort of carry on with that triangle plan to head over towards the Col d'Izard, which is about 70 or 80 or 90k away, I can't quite remember now, to the east. But first of all, what a place to wake up in. Fantastic. Coffee pot came with me, I've got it in there now. Yeah, you've got to go for a morning swim, something like that. So we worked out that we could probably find somewhere to take off on the sort of southern side of this massif. So we had about an hour's walk, I suppose, until we found this spot. And to start with, we got there were little cumulus just popping up off the slope here, but not getting any sort of height. And then it got quite cloudy. These clouds here just came across and sort of blocked the sun, so the whole sort of valley here was in shade, and we ended up getting a tailwind. So we just have to be patient, really. Clouds clear.
Tim?
Yeah.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah, please do, yeah.
Before, I've been trying to get my head around what clouds are telling me. I thought the way those clouds are all sweeping from the right to the left, it looked like there was quite a strong wind, but is that completely wrong?
Well, up high, yeah, there wasn't, they're not really, I suppose, they are bending over a bit, but there wasn't a strong wind up high. But anyway, when you're low down, yes, when there was no anabatic wind, there was a sort of meteo wind coming from slightly, from behind us. But as soon as the thermals started kicking off here, we had a nice thermic anabatic breeze coming up. So yeah, no problem taking off.
Yeah, you're a completely different air mass to the everything from the bottom of those clouds up. It's just a completely different air mass. Above the mountains and
yeah,
about 10, 12,000 up, you get wind that's just not there, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right. The mountains are so, I don't know how high these were particularly, but we're about 1,800 metres here. And these are sort of probably, 2.8, something like that. So you do get quite a good, they do block the general meteo wind. There's Nigel getting ready. Then we just taken off. So we took off from up here. And as soon as we took off, we realised what was causing the little cumulus we'd seen to start with, and it was this sort of shiny rock face here. It looks like some sort of crystal, schist or something. I'm not sure if that's the right word, but yeah, it's obviously it's been a big landslip at some point. But so it was just this heating up and giving sort of weak little cumulus. But anyway, yeah, we took off. Pretty soon climbed out, and we're heading over from where we come, which is behind us. This is the ski resort Alpe d'Huez, and the plan was to sort of basically fly over here, get higher, and then heading down this way, and that's sort of Eckeren range in here. and it was just spectacular once we got established on the just past Alpe d'Huez.
That's the Col de Seren road.
With what?
That road.
Oh, this road here.
Yeah, Col de Seren, that is.
Okay. Well, the coal's down here, is it?
Yeah, well, Alpe d'Huez would be below you. You would have
Yeah.
flown over the heliport, and then you take the Col de Seren road along.
And you've cycled that,
Yeah.
presumably, yeah. Oh, fantastic cycling area. But so we're looking east here, and there was quite a different air mass to the north. It was a lot cloudier, and that's why we decided not to press on further north. It just didn't seem worth it. And this is what sort of dreams are made of, isn't it? What we all dream about, flying in and around clouds like this. So, look at this. I'm at 3,600 metres. Just in a cotton wool playground. Oh my god. Fucking incredible. Sorry, Mum and Dad. Oh. 3.5, 4 metres per second. Does it get any better than this? Yeah, I was getting quite